Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Former tag team champions reunite, Heavy Machinery make their in-ring debut, and Alexa Bliss announces her return to in-ring action. Calm yourself, Otis. I'm Ollie Davis. Give us a subscribe, press the thumbs up button, let us know what you thought of Raw in the comments down below because I'll be replying to people from out of nowhere, and click the I above my head to give your rating, where you can choose from the slightly modified system thanks to Tyler from Toronto's suggestions. Rawsome, core, average, poor, and rawful, as I review the 21st of January 2019 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. Paul Heyman cut a typically great promo building Sunday's Brock Lesnar vs Finn Balor Universal title match to open the show, with the fantastic line, "Even miracles fear Brock Lesnar." It was all to make you think Balor has no chance of winning at Royal Rumble, which Vince McMahon then doubled down on by agreeing. As did Braun Strowman, who also said Finn would lose. This turned into a fun Balor vs Braun opening match, making Finn look great using his speed to overcome Strowman's might, an important facet to Sunday's title match. Unfortunately, that fiery comeback became a bit muddled when Brock suplexed Balor in clear view of the referee, undermining that actual DQ finish when Lesnar F5'd Finn a few minutes after. Where's Kurt Hawkins when you need him? After everyone's saying Balor has no chance, now was the time to have Finn beat Strowman to really have us believe in him against Brock on Sunday. The new almighty Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley battled in a pose-off against Apollo Crews next, where Crews posed so hard he grew a beard. Apollo was actually pretty funny here, showing the most charisma in his whole WWE run so far. So Lashley picked up the win after some Lio Rush interference. Seth came out in full babyface mode next, cutting a promo about how he's just a kid from a small town with working class parents and he'll win the Royal Rumble this Sunday. Drew also cut a promo where he's now calling himself the Terminator. The two had a great bout which got a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd, but a surprise Seth roll-up gave him the victory in the end. The Revival were backstage next, asking Vince McMahon for their release, asking for better officiating in their matches, so Vince made Kurt Hawkins the special guest referee for their tag match later on. Dean Ambrose cut a very well delivered backstage promo, but it's hard to invest in his words following a botched heel run so far. It's called Bray Wyatt syndrome. Lucha House Party beat Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers to absolutely no reaction. Dana Brooke asked EC3 how he gets so in shape backstage, which he never answered because I guess he's a sexy newt. Say what you want about Baron Corbin, but he's actually Raw's most genuinely over heel right now, getting natural heat from the crowd. He beat Elias with the End of Days. In her Moment of Bliss segment next, Alexa Bliss exclusively revealed pretty much all the Raw and SmackDown women's roster would be in the Royal Rumble match, which we already guessed anyway because they don't have enough people otherwise. This turned into a stagey brawl between all the Raw ones, but then Alexa made the very welcome announcement that she'll be competing in the Rumble match too, which is great news, not just because that means she's finally medically cleared after a very unfortunate string of concussions, but also hopefully because we'll never have to watch another Moment of Bliss segment again. Lacey Evans then interrupted to say she's also entering the Rumble and then knocked her hat over her face. Toffee's horny, rambling promo at Alexa Bliss last week and eating a weird protein shake on SmackDown, Heavy Machinery finally wrestled a match. This is the way to showcase their act, getting over their hugely entertaining spots in squash matches. Otis's caterpillar worm is a thing of weird beauty. After weeks of being cheated by bad officiating, the Revival weren't only up against tag champions Chet Gable and Bobby Roode, but also the refereeing might of Kurt Hawkins. Wilder had his feet on the ropes for a pin. Dawson grabbed the tights for another, but nothing would get past Hawkins. He did do a rather fast count for Gable's winning roll-up though. The Revival started beating down Hawkins after the match, so Zack Ryder ran down for the save, seemingly reuniting their Edgeheads tag team, and in no way putting a bunch of people rumored to go to AEW in the same low-level tag program. Despite only 3 weeks of build, Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks have managed to create a pretty fiery title feud, with Ronda's kind of rambling but also very passionate pre-match promo, and Sasha bossing most of the ensuing main event. event, making Natalya tap for the win. This was an okay episode, which is fine for week-to-week programming, but not when it's a go-home show for one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year. The Rumble matches don't feel that important this year, and while the singles bouts are exciting, they're also quite predictable, with Finn and Sasha very unlikely to win. This week's Raw is a high pour. Compete against me, Laurie and Luke in Royal Rumble predictions by becoming a WrestleTalk pledge hammer on Patreon. Click the link on screen now for that, access to exclusive podcasts, shout outs and more. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.